Hey gamers, welcome to my very first 2021 latest news of video games in the world. I am John, your host. Now, do I really want to be talking about those people and give them attention and relevancy? Honestly, no. But most of the time you can't fix stupid when it comes to them going after the field of entertainment, crying like little babies because their precious little feelings were hurt. My feelings were hurt. This show hurts my feelings. Dios mío. Because there's two things SJWs want: attention and relevancy. I'm talking about Cobra Kai. So yep, the SJW, as said in the title, Cobra Kai versus SJWs, and also I'm going to talk about how SJWs fail people of color and women as well. Okay, so as you all know, Cobra Kai is a TV series that first premiered as a YouTube original series in 2018 and then moved to Netflix for its third season. The TV series takes place more than 3 decades after the events of The Karate Kid. Okay, so in the show, Johnny Lawrence is the main protagonist, and we all remember that Johnny Lawrence was... Wait, let me rephrase that. So, the story stars William Zabka reprising his role as Johnny Lawrence, who was the main villain in the first Karate Kid movie, and also stars Ralph Macchio as Daniel LaRusso, the character who he reprises his role in the original Karate Kid, who was the original Karate Kid, of course. Okay, so now, in this story, Johnny Lawrence is the main protagonist who reopens a dojo and trains a group of misfits with the same style of martial arts he learned years ago. We also get to see Daniel LaRusso, who is a successful car salesman with a wife, a teen daughter, and son. He revives Miyagi-Do, and the feud between him and Johnny is reignited once again. I am 5 episodes left of Season 3, and yes, I will review the show, and boy, that show is so damn good! I loved it the first time I saw it. The character development, the flashbacks, seeing familiar faces again, and all the 80s vibes as well. This is a love letter to all fans of the original Karate Kid movies. I love the show showing a diverse new generation. It has great stories that talk about balance and also learning how to stand up against the bullies. Unfortunately, that is just not enough for these woke people who cry and moan about more diversity, more inclusion, and more representation. They think that the TV show Cobra Kai is too white. Well, they obviously haven't sat down and watched the show and enjoyed the awesome story and character development. Here's the thing. SJWs fail to recognize the achievements and merits of people of color in awesome shows that people love and movies as well. The thing is, SJWs want people to be as sad and miserable as they are. They didn't take the time to recognize that Will Smith is one of the executive producers of the show, and there's also a female executive producer and also a female director, Jennifer Salota, who directed 6 episodes. They fail to see that the show introduces a new diverse group of misfits that learn how to fight the ones that bullied them for so long. Not to mention that there's a bisexual character as well, and strong female characters as well. Well, like Daniel LaRusso's daughter, Aisha, and Tori in Season 2. I got pissed off when they removed it. Spoiler alert, I heard... No, forget that. Pardon me. The problem with SJWs is that all they want to see is skin color, gender, and sexual orientation, and not character growth and development. Not to forget that they think that the show is cultural appropriation. I knew they were going to come with this load of BS. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't believe in that cultural appropriation nonsense. Why? Because it's like saying that only Latinos should be dancing Latino music. If that's the case, why is Dancing with the Stars not canceled? It's also like saying that Asians should be practicing martial arts. Now, if the show was Asians fighting martial arts, these SJWs would say, "This perpetuates Asian stereotypes." SJWs themselves are nothing but a bunch of attention-seeking fools. That's what they are. They are what the Chinese call Baisuo. Link of the meaning in the description. Woke people are just plain, stupid and foolish. Now, believing in gender equality and social justice is a good thing, because I believe in both. But the way SJWs preach it, it's not. Why? Because all SJWs do is put labels on people who disagree with them and do not follow their own version of social justice and the fight for gender equality, and ruin other people's lives, making them lose their jobs and their livelihoods because, oh, you disagree with me? Forget you! I'm gonna ruin your life! They're like children. Like babies. Here's some examples on how SJWs fail women and people of color as well. Aside from having a Latino character, a plus-size black female character, and more strong female characters in that show as well. Now, here's some prime examples on how SJWs fail women and people of color as well. When The Mandalorian premiered in 2019, Anita Sarkeesian called out the show due to lack of women. She failed to recognize and congratulate two female directors of a few episodes, Bryce Dallas Howard and Deborah Chow, and the director of color, Taika Waititi. She also failed to recognize directors of color in some episodes. Another prime example is Elizabeth Banks calling out Steven Spielberg for lack of female role models. That statement came back and bit her in the ass, that she apologized for failing to see the strong females in Spielberg's movies such as The Color Purple, Jurassic Park, and many more. You see, SJWs claim to be about inclusion. It's good to be for diversity and inclusion, yes, but the way SJWs preach it, it's not. I'm sure you're annoyed by this because LA Times talked about whiteness in the show, and that's plain stupid. Read that article in the description, and I'm sure that your brain is gonna explode. So remember, comment, share, rate, subscribe, and go for it. Before I sign off, in a couple of weeks, the video games reboot will premiere, followed by the rebooted episode of the history of Resident Evil to celebrate its 25th anniversary. I'm John of Video Games in the World. Have a good one. Peace. And remember, Cobra Kai never die. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Ha! Later.